All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Right back to him on first down. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Michael Bennett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cannon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run the option right here on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run it with Johnson, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw, it's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Everson Griffin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They run with Ajayi. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Glover Quinn there on the stop. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got it complete to Darren Sproles. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Come on. 32.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Black. 53. You don't see me in your nightmare, son. I'm bringing it to you. Check.
They'll begin the drive with a Johnny. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Here we go. 20. Black. Down the man inside. Down the man. What's that?
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
17, guys. Check him out. Here we go. 180.
Now it's Ajayi. And a solid run down inside the 30. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Man, 5-7. Flag.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with a giant. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Good chip. Check. Check out, bro. Hot. Check nine. List 5-2. Ron.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They start on the ground here with Blount. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From his own goal line, Stafford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Let's go.
He got 29 yards that time. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On second down, here's Stafford. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Cannon. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10.
Shorty. Switch it. Black, come on.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Flush to his right. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island. What's your son?
Working from the gun, Wentz. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at the 3. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On first down, Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is Ajayi. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Go. 280.
Shotgun now for Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a gain there of 11 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz from 10 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
On first down, Stafford here. Wilson snags it left side, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on second down, Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 22! 10, 21.
Here's Stafford. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
21. Hey, go here.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, go here.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Monday. Attack 53. Double, set. Double right.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they get 20 and a first down. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ajayi. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 50 yards. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Stafford on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
11, 11, 21.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
21. 58 is down. 58 is down. Coming right.
From the red zone now, Stafford escaping the pressure right. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw again. Stafford. This pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Jones from 10 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
They'll begin here with Blitz. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, here's Blunt. And some space here. Pass for 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Blunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Let's go now, let's go.
They'll run it here with Blunt. Able to fight, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. LeGarrette Blunt, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Screen pass to Sproles. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
81, 81.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Blunt. And he's got room. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, I need one.
Now they try the right side here. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, go here.
On the toss, this is Blunt. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Great 15. Great 15.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's Incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.